Troy Trojans. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Louisiana Tech Bulldogs. Taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Troy Trojans. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Louisiana Tech will kick it off and we'll be underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Troy's offense will take the field first. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. We're just going to see what they do today.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. To the air, it's James. Quickly to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
The Trojans come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. He's got it. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
Catch in the middle. It's Jackson.
Hey, who says hitch passes can't get big yards? Receiver catches it, makes a guy miss, and goes and gets a first down.
And the Trojans with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Good timing on the quick out. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down.
I'll tell you, QBs and receivers, they practice these out routes all week long. And you've got to anticipate. You've got to be comfortable throwing it before he gets out of his break. And they executed it perfectly right there to pick up that first.
Sends it back in motion. Wants to keep it in the air. Now he's going to break the pocket. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Trojans! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
You know, long touchdown passes don't have to come in the shape of go routes and posts. You can throw a slant. If your guy was able to make one dude miss and build up some steam, when you've got speed like that, you can take it to the house, and that's exactly what he did.
And he added the extra point. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. The returner will field it and try to do some business. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Louisiana Tech's offense will go to work for the first time. And Jesse, the man in the backfield today, not necessarily a superstar. They'll just try to have him grind out the tough yards when they need it.
He needs to be solid in this game. He doesn't need to be a Heisman Trophy winner today for them to win, but he has to get the yards when they present themselves. Take what the defense gives him, and you cannot turn the ball over.
No, you got to hold on to that rock, but it would be nice. I think this offense would really open up with some more consistency at this spot. Now, a running back they can really depend on. He becomes that guy. If he can grow into that, this offense can take that next step.
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw, it's Grant. Finds his target down the middle. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
Gives it on the option. Breaks into the open. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into the season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
And the extra point is good. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So, guys, we'll have another look at this Troy offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
One play in this drive and already out to the 41. It's first down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Oh, he wants it all. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. The Trojans come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on first down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it off.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going through that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different that can give this offense something to think about.
Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking downfield, it's James. Fires to the middle. Finds his man. It's Jackson. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
As a head coach, you love to see your quarterback locked in early in games. And in the first drive, leads the offense down to a touchdown, throws a TD pass, and here he is again, making a really good decision and a very accurate throw to pick up that first down.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And that's a really good job by this defense, a complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And the Trojans will go for it here on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Quick strike complete. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal.
And they must have had a play in practice that they just felt was unstoppable because they essentially just took away an automatic chip shot field goal to go for that fourth down. But because of the execution, it was just too good. They're looking now to score 6.
The Trojans want to move quickly. Right on the money. Touchdown!
Get him the ball. He will do the rest. Catches the football, walks into the end zone. Feed that man the rock.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. It's complete to the left, and this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, nice job on the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job on the D.
High the chains now on 2nd and long. Now the play fake. Fires to the big fella. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
The Bulldogs have it with a 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Dropping back, it's Grant. And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. We've come to the end of the period. It's Troy holding the lead. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Of the period will be a 2nd down. He leaves it with his back. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Gets the first one of the day off, and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. Guys, the Troy offense returns to the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Going downfield for the big play. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
They'll leave it with him. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
They finally run wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Yeah, it's a really good job with the misdirection, right? Bringing somebody's one direction with so much speed, the defense reacts. Now you bring another guy the other direction. Hard to see one and then react to the other, especially with that kind of speed on the field, and that's why you had a big play.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. The give to the lone running back. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Takes the easy throw in the flat. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Grant. He lobs one high down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Great coverage, and it's so hard when the ball's thrown down the field to stay patient. Like, not to grab the guy, not to start to overreact to the football. Nice job staying a little bit patient when the ball got there, deflecting it, knocking it down.
Punt is on its way. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Now the Trojan offense returns to the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense.
And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Wants to throw on first down. Buys a little time with his feet. Down he goes. He tried to get out of trouble, and this defense wasn't having it.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
To the air on 2nd down. Going for the big play. Makes the grab right down the middle. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Back to pass, it's James. He's got him. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Ball at the 31, 3rd and short coming. Defense trying to rise up. Motion from the back. Wants to throw it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Jackson. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the 2nd quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
And they can't make the connection.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He'll try to take it back. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And they don't get their hands on the ball often, but how about the big defensive linemen? When they do, it's fun to watch. It might take a while, Jesse, but he started to move that thing down the field.
He sure did. He just reminds everybody he's an athlete, too. This guy had some big-time moments in high school on the offensive side of the football, and he's living on defense in college. That's where he's going to make his money at the next level, but that was an unbelievably athletic play.
Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. Makes the grab on the left. Carrying the ball with attitude down to the 42.
And that receiver makes that play look so routine, but it takes so much practice. Running that curl route over and over again against every type of zone coverage imaginable so that on game day, that receiver can find the soft spot no matter what coverage the defense is in.
To the air, it's Grant. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Going to sling it on second down. Here's the pressure. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Got it in the middle. It's Ford. He is stopped well short of the first down marker at the 15, and let's see what they do on fourth. And here comes the field goal unit. Nestled just inside that right upright. That'll bring him to within 4. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, you could make a case this is the game of the week in the SEC. South Carolina is down right now, but you simply can't rule out a comeback. Jadeveon Clowney had a hand in getting this kid to Columbia, so if he thinks the magic is there, who am I to disagree? It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Ole Miss. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Back to throw, it's James. Connection to the right. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. To the air on first down. With the catch, it's Worley. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Trojans will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Got a man. It's Jackson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Working on the right. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
Well, the quarterback has looked his way early, and he's looked his way often all game long. Now he's got over 150 yards when throwing to that guy.
Bringing the heat. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, you got to love that if you're on defense, because you were able to affect the quarterback with pressure, and you only rushed 3 guys. Well done.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. The Trojans headed quickly to the line. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Makes the grab. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Man, as a defense, you're going to give up plays, and receivers are going to make nice catches, but it's your job to limit the damage. Great job by the defense. As soon as he catches the football, they get him on the ground. Don't allow any of those big plays after the catch.
On fourth down, going to the air. He's got it, first down and more. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Troy!
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking for a man. It's Grant. They're working that left side. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
They'll go up top on second and short. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back.
Great coverage, great break of the ball. Had a chance to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house. But you got to secure the catch. We like to hit people more than we like to catch balls.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Zings it complete to the right. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lick. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking downfield on first down. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close, and when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one so far in Troy today.
And the Trojans will kick it away to start the second half. Bringing it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
They think there's room to run to the right here. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Bulldogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking downfield, it's Grant. Takes the easy one to the back. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Now on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you've set yourself up in a tough position here on third.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's 4. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. So, guys, we'll have another look at this Troy offense. Last time they had it, just an aerial assault. Precision execution, moved right down the field and put it in the end zone. They'll send the back in motion. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Trying to make magic. There he goes. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing.
He's showing you all the tools in the toolbox now. We saw earlier in the game his ability throwing the football, and now you're getting to see it with him running too. This guy is the definition of a dual-threat quarterback, and right now, this defense has no answer for him.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And, man, could they have used that? It'll be second down. Picks up the first down. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Right on the money with that throw. The defense was there, but they are in the red zone with a first down at the 12. The Trojans started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. It's complete on the right side. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Line gets set, first down. Back to throw, it's James. Fires on the move. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Takes it back to the 24-yard line, and this defense loves to feast on takeaways.
And that's the problem when you get in second and forever. The defense knows. They make you one-dimensional. They know you're going to take shots down the field. They stay deep, they break on the football, and they take advantage of the opportunity.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Oh, and it's a hit like that will absolutely light up the sideline, light up the stadium, change the momentum, and help you win a football game, because that hit is what caused that fumble.
They'll start this drive with a pass. Throws for the tight end. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much. They're dealing with a second and long. Might be calling a hot route. And back to the air on second down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
And that's a frustrating couple plays for this offense. Like, you got the ball in great field position. You are set up to succeed, and 2 straight incompletions. A big third down coming to see if they can maximize this drive.
He almost had another one. They've already picked off 3 and just a hair away from number 4 there. Absolute shank. Missed it. After the miss, the lead still at 11. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Throws to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Non-man receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football.
Oh, he's got some space. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Louisiana Tech pushing the tempo.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Catch in the middle. It's Kyle. Breaks free. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
And how about him? Nice job catching the football and then turn it into a playmaker. Turn it into a small, wide receiver. The tight end shows off the ability to run after the catch, make a big play, and get the big touchdown.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Guys, the Troy offense returns to the field. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it first and goal.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Touchdown, Trojans! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
The play-action fake. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. To the air, it's Grant. Under fire. He'll heave it deep. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. He'll try to really get into this one. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. Now the Trojan offense returns to the field. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. Now a 1st down from the 45-yard line. Gets the back moving. The option look. He'll pitch it. Nice move to keep running. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the 1st down on the play. To the ground, he's got it again. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Troy is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So the final period starts with a second down play. Grabbed behind the line, it's Worley. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. Forced to just throw it away on third down, and now they face fourth. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On fourth down, looking to pass. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
Well, you're up by 2 possessions in the fourth quarter. They're hoping with that conversion they ice the game. They don't get it. It feels like they're going to win, but we've seen crazy things happen in college football, and they've left the door open here late. Let's see what happens.
They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down. Rides to back and leaves it. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Grant. Just a short pass to the tight end. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he can't make the connection on his first attempt.
That's a really good break on the football. He sees the ball come out, and he hits it right as he's catching it. Nice job of dislodging the football from the receiver. That's a good play by the defensive back.
So, guys, we'll have another look at this Troy offense. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again.
Yeah, and especially when you...
Turning it on! Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. On first down, here comes this offense. Quarterback keeper. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple. Well, he did a good job to get the foot down inbounds, but only picked up a yard and not enough for a first down.
Yeah, they need to work with more space, Reese. I mean, it's not worth throwing the football all that way to the boundary, just a toe tap and get 1 yard. We got to do a better job trying to get these playmakers the football closer to the middle of the field.
He's loose on the left, and he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
Bought a little time, lets it go. He's got it. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down. From the gun, running back on the move. Headed to the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Trojans. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
Man, these ball carriers, they've got a lot of ability in the open field. Their ability to make people miss, but also show off the speed. You saw all of that on that one.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
And it just means more in the SEC. And take a look at how things are playing out here. South Carolina is down, but they are not out of it. Not there in Columbia, one of the most special places to watch a game in all of college football. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to Ole Miss. Just another week of SEC football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And he'll bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. Got his man in the middle. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
This is a receiver who's so dangerous once he has the football in his hands. That's a simple slant pass, but after he catches it, he's able to work in the middle of the field, finds the open green, and get the first down.
Power football with the run. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. The Bulldogs want to pick up the tempo.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Oh, they're after him. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. From the gun, wants to pass. With the catch, it's Ford. Still running at the 40. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. Louisiana Tech is really moving the football.
One of the things I love about this wide receiver, it's not all bombs and posts and go routes. 3rd and long, you just kind of run him not too far down the field. He makes the catch.
And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
Getting set for the point after. Bangs it through for an extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the final 34 yards covered by that touchdown pass. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick.
Yeah, and a great job by the receiving team. When you see the football kick, man, you got to be smart how fast it's coming, if I'm ready to catch it, if it needs to go to the next wave. Nice job being organized, seeing it, and executing well.
They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. Dropping back, it's James. Looking down the middle. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And the Trojans will call on their punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Gets his first one of the day away. He might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago.
And that is a huge play in terms of field position. Nice job by the punter. And how about the Gunners getting downfield to down that ball?
Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Escapes trouble. And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line. Louisiana Tech pushing the tempo.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort chasing down the quarterback, getting that sack for a huge loss.
Breaks into the open. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Ford. Smashes through the tackle. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. Louisiana Tech back to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. And that one's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Kyle. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Bully ball on 3rd and short. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Bulldogs kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. To the air on first down. Makes the grab.
And that's exactly what this defense needs to do. The clock is your friend. Try to keep them in bounds. No big plays, and let that clock just tick.
Second down, he'll throw it. Caught. Breaks the tackle. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Here comes the heat. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Second down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed on the outside, it's Ford. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
And on that outbreaking route, really it's designed for the receiver to make the catch before falling out of bounds. Nice timing and anticipation by the quarterback on that throw.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the back. He's got his man. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Converts on 4th down. Still going. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. And that can really take the wind out of a defense's sails when you convert with a 4th down completion.
Great chemistry there between the quarterback and his target. 4th down, you got to have it. You got to be on the same page, and they were there.
Wants to go up top. Looking for the goal line. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and goal.
And they'll try to bite a chunk out of this lead on 3rd and goal. Quarterback on the keeper. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, we've got a chance at a finish.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football.